Equally tripartitioned Congress. The only way to end partisanship in Congress and within us all is to divide Congress into thirds and end party rule. Here is a proportional graphic of the 111th Congress, ruled by Nancy Pelosi. This ridiculous imbalance is what gave us Obamacare. Look at the independents, just minuscule. Can you imagine if this was a football game or a tug of war? My proposal is to equalize all parties in Congress. They would be called the red, white, and blue parties and known as the equally tripartitioned Congress. As you can see by the chart, each of these three parties would have to work with another party to get anything accomplished. Here's how we get there. 2 years ahead of the elections, qualifying citizens may sign up at a website designed for candidates to debate. All candidates would battle it out online, but realistically, only the top 20 would really matter. Natural attrition would occur until 9 months ahead of the election, when the top 9 will then be selected. Right now, I want to remind you that the former Democratic Party has become the Red Party, the former Independent Party has become the White Party, and the former Republican Party has become the Blue Party. And in our example here, we see that we have an incumbent, so let's make that incumbent Nancy Pelosi.
But we have to pass the bill so that you can find out what is in it away from the fog of the controversy.
There's Nancy at her peak of brilliance and full of mumbo-jumbo as usual. Well, now we're going to send them on to the debates. These will be online debates, and will be carried out amongst the 9 red, the 9 white, and the 9 blue candidates, respectively. Well, they won't be the normal debates because this is 27 individuals. So it'll be something online, something with records kept, something that you can look at any time. Remember, this is 27 people vying for 3 positions. There's going to be 1 person selected from each party to fill whichever position we're working on now, which happens to be representative. Then at about 200 days away from the election, 4 candidates from each party will be removed, and this will be according to how they rated online in the debates online. Did you notice that an incumbent got taken out of the blue party? Must have been a rhino. And then a month later, 3 more are removed, and then a month later, 3 more are removed. So now it's about mid-June, and we have narrowed the wide field of candidates down to the top 9 who will be vying for the 3 seats open in District X in California. I suppose you noticed that Nancy Pelosi managed to survive the online debates, and I just want you all to know at this point that you're going to be voting for all 3 different color candidates. You'll be voting for a red candidate, a white candidate, and a blue candidate. So ahead, you're going to see how you're able to vote Nancy Pelosi out. Even though these 9 made it to the final ballot, you're still going to have a say in whether Nancy Pelosi stays in or gets voted out. But first, it's time for some televised debates. I'd like for this to be 3-hour-long debates, with 1 hour going to one party, another hour going to another party, and the 3rd hour going to the 3rd party. I also believe that all 3 groups should be asked the same questions. And then these final 9 candidates should move on to a game show type event where they answer questions and respond quickly. Dun, da, da, da. So now we're on to the new way of voting. This is the ballot that I've designed, and look at this. There's 9 candidates up for 3 positions. Isn't that wonderful? Well, there's my guy right there. I know I'm voting for him, but look, let's find, oh yeah, look, this is Nancy Pelosi down here, and the other guy next to her I don't like either. So check this out, people. Watch this. I just cast 2 of my 3 votes for one guy. Now I'm going to continue scanning here. Now I like all three of these white candidates, so I don't have to worry about them. So I'll cast my third vote for my guy, and then I'll cast my ballot, lock them in, check them all out. I see Nancy Pelosi's going to probably lose, and now it's on to the next page. Well, that's the end of part one. I hope you'll stay tuned for the full version. And in that version, I'll show you how this same voting block pattern of using 3 candidates per party on the final ballot, we'll use it for the presidential election as well, where the top vote getter from one of the 3 colored parties will become president, and the second most vote getter from a different colored party will be the vice president, and then the third highest vote getter will become the Speaker of the House. And this will end the cronyism that's going on and having guys like Joe Biden be vice president. And I hope that this has intrigued you enough to share the video. This should become a new way of life for the entire world, because all of our governments have become corrupt. Please stay tuned for the full version. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.